we are the only one that have put this unique compound together that produces dynamic weight loss. And I can't tell you how excited I am. Going back to last summer when I told Aaron and Jason, the sales and the marketing team, we are going to move light years ahead into weight loss because I figured out the vital components that are necessary. Many people have these components in their product, but nobody's ever put them together in a simple, easy formulation that addresses stress, addresses making adipose tissue ready to burn, creates thermogenesis, creates a ketonic or ketosis state of mind where you flip that switch from burning carbs to burning fat. And that's what it's all about. In the meantime, your appetite goes down, you consume less. You hit a great point. We've gone from well over 1,500 calories a day because it's easy to drive up to one window, pay a $5 bill, drive the next window, and pick up 3,000 calories in one meal. It's been too easy to gain weight, but equal to that, where you have one force pushing one way, you have the other. Sisel THin is the formulation that drives it the other way. So with this unique formulation, it's really as simple as get the guidebook. That's 6 pages of great information, easy to read. It's got a progress chart on the back. You can measure it. Tonight, when Aaron was leaving, he asked me about how my weight loss is. I said, it's this simple, Aaron. I took my belt off, laid it on a white piece of paper, and I said, this hole right here was August. This hole here, 2 inches down, is October. Another inch, November. Another inch, January. You can see where I'd punched them in with my leather punch. I said, it's that simple and that easy to measure in just a few short months. Now, the first thing to do, get on a detox. We have our super detox formulation. Let's start with a clean plate when we're trying to address this. Do that for 4 days, and then we move into the Sisel THin product. Now, one thing about our body always wants to burn carbs. And like Aaron said, on average, we are consuming 200 pounds of simple white sugar. And what does that do? Nothing nutritionally, but our brain will utilize that for quick energy. And so we're storing all of this excess as fat. And it makes it hard to burn the visceral fat that accumulates around our body. So what we're trying to do, our body wants to burn carbs first, protein second, fat third. We want to switch that. The third choice that our body will use for energy is fat. We're making that the number one choice when you take Sisel THin and you use it correctly. Now, also, we've added other ingredients into this formulation, such as fucoxanthin, because we want to create thermogenesis. We want to burn. Even while we're asleep, we want to be burning this fat. We want to prepare this fat to be more accessible. Fucoxanthin is very unique because it actually will help us to overexpress the protein UPC1. And that protein is also used in production of ATP, energy. In fact, a lot of mammals in hibernation will overexpress this to stay warm because it creates thermogenesis. So as we switch our metabolism by consuming these ketones, which is fast energy for the brain, naturally our appetite starts to go down. So as you are preparing your meals, out of habit, you're going to say, I always eat this much food. Think first and say, I'm going to eat until I am full. And what you're going to notice as you get into ketosis in the first 72 hours, you're going to be saying, wow, I feel full a lot quicker. And of course you do, because your brain's saying, we have all the energy that we need. And now our body has switched from the number one source, which is carbs for energy, to fat. Fat now has become number one. And by using fucoxanthin, we're creating an environment where that fat is easily being drawn into the liver, converted to acetoacetate, and then into these BHB molecules that we can use as fast energy. Order the guidebook. And then also, like many people, we have a drink of choice. Switch your drink of choice to Sisel Sport. Increase your nitric oxide. We have niacin, we have beetroot, we have L-citrulline. These are very important nutrients to increase vasodilation, blood flow, so nutrients go through our system. Now, one question I get quite a bit, almost every day, is ketosis a very safe way to lose weight? Absolutely, especially with proper supplementation. The key products that you're going to want to take with this are going to be the Sisel THin shake. You're going to want to have Spectramax. You have over 40 different types of everything from onions and raspberries and kale and spinach. All of these are extracts that are in this formulation that give you the carotenoids, the proanthocyanidins, the vitamins, the vital nutrients that you need to stay healthy, that you're trying to consume in your diet through a natural diet, but they're concentrated. So by taking 1 ounce of this Spectramax, you're receiving over 40 of these natural ingredients. And then, of course, Encompass 360. That has every essential vitamin and mineral that your body needs on a daily need. Now, one key concept of this that I want to talk about just real quick is stress, anxiety. And I know if I asked everyone to put their hand up right now, who suffers from stress, anxiety, maybe lack of sleep? That is a real enemy to weight loss. Now, with Indian ginseng or ashwagandha, as many people know, this lowers our stress level. Why is that important? Because when we have accelerated stress, anxiety, lack of sleep, we become resistant to converting fat back to energy and letting it go through the liver and through the ketosis mechanism that we're looking for to burn this fat. So we lower that, because what happens when we have high stress, we get the high cortisol formation, and that resists fat burning. And so we're lowering stress, we're creating heat through thermogenesis, we're supplementing and flipping the switch in our brain to we're no longer burning carbs, we're burning fat, we're creating ketones. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4 punch that everybody has looked for in weight loss for decades. And my belt shows it, I can tell you what. And that's the most important thing for me is, besides the added benefit of better mental clarity, I feel sharper, I'm more focused, I'm more driven, I'm more motivated, because I look in the mirror and I think, what happened to the last 28 pounds? Well, it was real easy. I'm not exercising more, but I'm not saying do it without exercise. If you want to accelerate it, the more you perfect your keto-friendly diet and the more exercise you do, I haven't done that, but the more you do that, the faster your results. And I'll tell you what, if you ever wanted to create a business with a product, this is it. Now's the time. We're the only one out there doing it. Take advantage of it. Get the guidebook. That makes it very simple to follow. Sisel Sport, Sisel THin, Sisel Lean, Spectramax, Encompass. But first, you're going to start with Super Detox. Let's clean out all the old. It's 2021. Let's start anew. And back to you, Aaron. And I'll tell you what, I wish the best results for everybody. If you follow this program, only one thing can happen, and that is weight loss success and incredible business generation. Back to you, Aaron.